When we think of the greatest rugby league legends, two names always stand out: Jonathan Thurston and Cooper Cronk. These halfbacks weren't just exceptional players. They defined an era, elevating the sport with their skill, tactical intelligence, and leadership. But the big question that still intrigues fans is, who was the true king of the halfbacks? Thurston, with his flawless game vision and ability to decide games in the most critical moments, won hearts and titles. On the other hand, Cronk, with his consistency, accuracy, and strategy, showed the world what it means to dominate the field as a halfback. Today, we'll compare these two legends and reach a conclusion: which one was truly the king of the halfbacks? But before we dive in, make sure to check if the notification bell is activated. This way, you won't miss any videos comparing the great rugby legends. Let's start with the legendary Jonathan Thurston. Thurston began his career in 2002, but it was in 2005 that he solidified himself as one of the greatest players of his generation when he joined the North Queensland Cowboys. His game-reading ability, passing precision, and field vision quickly set him apart. He wasn't just a technical player but also a leader on and off the field, known for controlling the tempo of games. Thurston became NRL champions in 2015 with the Cowboys after a long wait. The title wasn't just special because of the victory itself but because of how Thurston led his team to that moment. He also won NRL Player of the Year multiple times, showing elite consistency throughout his career. Thurston also led Queensland to State of Origin success, guiding his team to memorable victories. His ability in high-pressure moments, especially in deciding games, made him a legend of State of Origin, one of rugby's toughest and most prestigious competitions. We can't talk about Jonathan Thurston without mentioning some of his epic performances. One of the most memorable came in the 2015 NRL Grand Final, when he played a crucial role in the Cowboys' win over the Brisbane Broncos. Thurston showed incredible composure when he kicked a field goal in the 79th minute, securing the title for his team. That moment will forever be etched in NRL history, and how he handled the pressure exemplified what it meant to be a leader in sport. Another landmark achievement was when he became the Cowboys' all-time leading point scorer and one of the NRL's greatest, with over 2,000 points throughout his career. Before we move on, I want to know, what was the most memorable moment for you from Jonathan Thurston's career? Maybe that clutch field goal in 2015 or an unforgettable play you'll never forget. Drop a comment below and share what impressed you most about this legend's career. Let's see what you all think of these epic moments. His goal kicks were almost automatic, and his accuracy was key to his team's success for years. Thurston wasn't just an excellent player but a true leader on and off the field. He was always recognized for inspiring his teammates and for being a dominant presence in any game. His work ethic and passion for the game were contagious. Thurston was the type of player who could take a team and lead them through the toughest times. He was the kind of leader who didn't just talk but showed with his actions on the field what was needed to win. Throughout his career, Thurston was recognized with various individual awards, including the prestigious Dally M Medal, given to the best player of the season in the NRL. He was also named to the Team of the Decade, an acknowledgement of his relevance and consistent performance over the years. His legacy goes far beyond stats. He's remembered as a player who transcended generations and inspired young players to follow in his footsteps. If you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to drop a like to support the channel. It really helps and shows you're enjoying the content. Let's continue with more about these rugby legends. His dedication to the sport and his ability to perform under pressure made him an icon. Thurston will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the greatest, not just for his on-field ability but for how he represented rugby and the NRL. Thurston had an enormous impact on the popularity of the NRL and the sport as a whole. His presence at the Cowboys was one of the factors that propelled the team to the top, making the club one of the most respected in the league. He also helped elevate rugby league to a broader audience, becoming a beloved figure for fans of all ages. Jonathan Thurston isn't just a legend of the sport. He is an inspiration to every player who dreams of making history in rugby. His journey of overcoming obstacles, technical ability, and passion for the game made him a figure that will be remembered for generations. No matter what comes next, Thurston has already secured his place in the pantheon of rugby's greatest players. Now, let's take a look at another rugby giant, Cooper Cronk, and see how he compares to Thurston in terms of skills and achievements as a halfback. Cooper Cronk made his NRL debut in 2004, playing for the Melbourne Storm. What stood out about him from the very beginning was his incredible game vision and precise passing. He was the kind of player who always knew exactly where his teammates were, and his ball distribution skills were pivotal to his team's success. His ability to control the pace of the game was one of the greatest assets he brought to the field. Cronk didn't fall behind when it came to achievements and major victories. He won multiple NRL premierships with the Melbourne Storm and also claimed premierships with the Sydney Roosters in 2018 and 2019. An outstanding feat for a player of his age and experience in the league. His presence was vital to the success of these teams, and his impact was felt in critical moments throughout every season he participated in. In the State of Origin arena, he also had an impressive career with Queensland, contributing significantly to the dynasty of victories the team achieved during his tenure. Cronk was part of some of the most thrilling wins in the competition's history, and his composure in decisive moments was always a hallmark of his performance. One of Cronk's most iconic performances came in 2018 when he played in the NRL Grand Final for the Sydney Roosters, despite suffering a shoulder injury. This was a clear example of his leadership and resilience. Not only was he on the field, but he was also crucial to the Roosters' victory, showcasing on-field intelligence that few players could match. He was a master strategist, ensuring his team succeeded with decisive passes and smart plays. Another unforgettable moment was his game-winning assist in the Melbourne Storm's 2017 Grand Final victory, a match that saw the Storm secure yet another title. Cronk was the kind of player who always seemed to be in the right place at the right time, and his ability to elevate his performance in finals defined his career. What stands out most about Cooper Cronk is his tactical intelligence. He was renowned for reading the game before plays unfolded, anticipating opponents' moves, and positioning his teammates to maximize every situation. His ability to control the game's tempo made him the best halfback in high-stakes matches. Cronk knew exactly how to manage pressure in crucial moments, an essential quality for a player in his position. Additionally, his on-field leadership was remarkable. He was the kind of player who could command a team with his presence. His calmness in tense situations and his ability to navigate the toughest challenges made him one of the most respected leaders in the NRL. Like Jonathan Thurston, Cronk also received numerous awards throughout his career. He was honored as the Dally M Halfback of the Year and was named in several Team of the Year selections during his journey. His contribution to the NRL was so significant that he was inducted into the NRL Hall of Fame, becoming one of the most respected figures in Australian rugby. Cronk's legacy extends beyond titles and awards. He is remembered as a player who made those around him perform better, leaving a lasting impact on every team he represented. His composure under pressure, leadership, and game vision made him a rugby legend and a role model for future generations of players. Cooper Cronk's influence on rugby extends far beyond the field. He was a player who helped elevate the standard of the sport, demonstrating how teamwork, intelligence, and a commitment to collective success could shape a career. He was much more than just a halfback. He was the backbone of his team, the brain behind key plays, and the reason why so many teams reached the pinnacle during his career. When comparing the careers and accomplishments of Jonathan Thurston and Cooper Cronk, we can conclude that both are undoubtedly rugby legends, each with their unique style and invaluable contributions to the sport. However, if we must choose the greatest halfback, the title of King of Halfbacks ultimately goes to Jonathan Thurston. His ability to transform games, lead in crucial moments, especially in State of Origin, and his exceptional strategic vision place him on top. Thurston was the driving force behind many historic victories, and his capacity to influence the game on a grand scale was unparalleled. While Cronk was legendary in his own right, particularly in clutch moments and for his tactical brilliance, Thurston's range of achievements and impact, especially in high-pressure competitions like State of Origin and NRL finals, make him the greatest in this analysis. Who do you think was the best halfback? Thurston or Cronk? Leave your comment below and share what made you choose your favorite. Did Thurston truly dominate, or did Cronk have a bigger impact on the game? Let's debate. We want to hear your thoughts about these two rugby legends. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you won't miss more content like this.